Well, so this is the game called Tough Love. It's about multiplayer game that they can interact and receive or give love and or hate. Depending on this, a player will lose or will win. Let's start the server. It's all done in nodejs. The server has started on port 5000, so we will go to localhost port 5000. Now we have to create a room. Let's call it room 1 for sake of simplicity. The game is starting. We have to call our player something. We will call it Mikel for sake of simplicity. And here we go. This is Mikel. Hello Mikel, how are you? So Mikel can move around. There is a stove. Can he interact with the stove? Yes. He can start a fire in the stove. Move around. There is a box of candy. Can he interact with the candy? Yes. He can. Mikel, you should interact with the candy. You can eat the candy and then gain some love points, or you can also take it and then you carry candy, as you can see here, in the bag. The server is taking care of all these interactions, so the server will let the other users know this information if necessary. What else do we have around? What else do we have around this map? Oh, do we have a little dog which we can interact with as well. Look, it's running away. Dogs always do. And now it's sitting still, but we cannot really touch him. Now we can pet him, and we get some love points, and we can also slap the dog. Pop, pop, and we'll lose also some points. Well, what are we gonna do now? We're gonna introduce another player. So we open another screen. Here we can see the server is standing this client. Okay, there is already a room created, room 1. We can join it. When we press join, the server should ask us which player name we want to put. Please server, do ask our name. Okay, now we call this one Jordi. Now we start another player called Jordi. This is Jordi. He can also laugh, we can cry if you want. And the server is taking care of all these actions. You see, the server is telling us Jordi has laughed. Okay, now let's go look for Mikel. Here he is. Jordi found Mikel, Mikel found Jordi. Can they interact? Yes. Well, this is a self-interaction, but he can hack, slap, or give things to Mikel. And a cool thing is that, so that you see that the server keeps track of everything in the game. We can, for instance, now close this stove. Jordi can close this stove, stop fire, and this player, which is Mikel, sees that the stove fire went away, and Mikel can start the fire again. Pop. And that's pretty much all the interaction is there. There is like life. So if you do certain things, you gain life. If you do other things, you lose life. You should find a lover. You don't have any. Mikel has hands free, but has candy in the back. On the other side, Jordi has hands free. The back is empty. Has a little bit less life than Mikel, and that's it. Can the players interact? For sure. For instance, let's send a message to Mikel. You see, Mikel was the first one to join. So when Jordi connected, there is a chat that tells each player some information. And this chat said, hey, Jordi connected. And these are his coordinates. Now if Mikel is a nice person, he'll say, hey Jordi, nice that you came to play with me. We can press send, and then Jordi will receive it and say, hey, there is a dude called Mikel that is saying hello. And on the chat of Mikel, that's what will appear. You said, hey Jordi, who are you? And then now Jordi could answer, hola Mikel, very nice to play with you. Pop. And they can have a longer conversation. Haha, the pleasure is, of course, mine. And so on and so forth. If there was another player, now we can create another player. Alright. Yeah. My computer is a bit slow. I guess we cannot create another player. Yes. Yeah. Local host. We can join the room as well with a third player. We can call this player Rita, why not? And then everyone has received this message that Rita connected, and Rita can say, hello, is anyone in here? And every player receives this from Rita, and for instance, Jordi can say, yes, let's meet in the stove with fire below. Everyone received this. Jordi and Mikel are still there, and now it's the turn of Rita to go down and meet Mikel and Jordi and have a nice time around the fire. Thanks guys for watching. See you next time.